Okay, so now we're going to take a look at sines, still law of sines, but take a look at examples. So if I'm giving you these three parts, if I'm giving you alpha, I'm giving you A, and I'm giving you gamba, we want to solve using law of sines. So here's your triangle. Filling in the parts, that's 41, that's 10.5. Gamma is 77. So we need to find out all the missing parts here. So triangle has 180 degrees, so I can figure out this angle by doing 180 minus 41 minus 77. So that's 62 degrees. And then from there, I can now do law of sines to find the missing sides. Because I have sine of alpha over A equals sine of beta over B, which equals sine of gamma over C. So sine of 41 degrees over 10.5 equals sine of 62 degrees over B, which equals sine of 77 degrees over C. So when I cross multiply, I get sine of 41 times B equals sine of 62 times 10.5. To solve for B, I divide by sine of 41 on both sides, and I figure out that B is 14.13. So now I need to do it again, but I need to do it with the 2 in the far outside. So I do sine of 41 times C equals sine of 77 times 10.5. So I divide both sides by sine of 41. I get C by itself, and I get 15.59 for C. Now we're talking about degrees, minutes, and seconds. So this is degrees minutes, this is degrees minutes, and this is a decimal. So I either need to make them all the same as decimals or all degrees in minutes in order to solve this problem. So I'm just going to fill everything in here quick so you can see it all. So when we're doing this, 180 degrees minus 27 degrees 40 minutes minus 52 degrees 10 minutes, you get 100 degrees and 10 minutes for all the angles. So you can even plug it in the calculator this way. They have a minute sign if you wanted to do it this way, so it's not going to change how you do the problem with your calculator. When you plug it in, just do 27 with a degree sign after it, 40 minute sign after it, and you should still be able to get the same answer using a calculator. So I'm going to cross multiply to solve for B first because they're side by side. So sine of 27 degrees 40 minutes times B equals sine of 52 degrees 10 minutes times 32.4. I divide both sides by sine of 27 degrees 40 minutes to get B by itself, and just have your calculator in degree mode and you'll get 55.11 for B. So then I got to do the 2 on the outside. So sine of 27.40 C equals sine of 100 degrees 10 minutes times 32.4. Divide both sides by sine of 27 degrees 40 minutes to get C by itself, and you get 68.68 as well. So what if you're given these three things using law of sines? So I have everything filled in. I'm given gamma is 60 degrees and C is 11. I have A, which I don't know. I know that C is 11 and B is 12. I also don't know the missing angles. So in order to do this, this is the only one where I know two items. So I'm going to try to solve for beta first. I can't solve for anything in this one because A and alpha are in the same side. So I would get two letters and it wouldn't work. So I try to solve for beta first. So it's sine of 11 equals sine of 60 times 12. I divide by 11 on both sides to get 0.9447549. Remember, whenever you want to find an angle, you do sine of -1 or the inverse sign. So I do sine -1 of 0.9447549,859. So I get approximately 70.87 degrees for B. Okay, so I can find that missing angle now because I know a triangle has 180 degrees. So I can do 180 minus 60 minus 70.87 to get 49.13 degrees. So now that I have all the angles, I have this set up again. But now I can cross multiply with any of them if I wanted to, and I'll use the middle and the far outside one to solve for A. So that's sine of 49.13 times 12 equals sine of 70.87. A, and to get A by itself, I divide both sides by sine of 70.87, and you get about 9.605. Okay, and another example here. We have 140 degrees. Let's see what we go to solve. I know A is 140, I just don't know the angle. I know C is 115, but I do know that's 53 degrees, 20 minutes, and I don't know the other two angles. So the only thing that has 2 is C. That's why I'm going to cross multiply with C and A because it has one area whereas B does not. B has 2 missing, and I won't be able to solve because it's 2 different letters. But I can use the far 2 and solve those. So it's sine of alpha times 115 equals sine of 53 degrees 20 minutes times 140. To get alpha by itself, I have to divide by 115. So I get sine of alpha equals 0.9764977,999. And because that's decimal less than 1, it works. So I do the inverse sine, or sine of negative 1, of 0.9764977,999. And you end up getting 77.55 degrees. So I happen to know what the angle is, but what I'm doing is I'm switching it into degrees and minutes because it's the other thing is. So I know that it's 77 degrees, but to change it into minutes, I multiply that 0.55 times 60, which is about 33 minutes. So this is actually 77 degrees, 33 minutes. So to find out what the missing angle is, I do 180 minus the 77 degrees, 33 minutes, minus the 53 degrees, 20 minutes. I have 49 degrees and 7 minutes left over. So I just need to find the missing side now. So I cross multiply. I can do any of them. I'm going to do these two. So sine of 77 degrees 33 minutes times b equals sine of 49 degrees 7 minutes times 140 when you cross multiply. So to get b by itself, I divide both sides by sine of 77 degrees 33 minutes. And when I do that, b is 108.40. So, I kind of sped through those, but remember, at any point in time, very simply just slow down, try it out. Law of sines, I think, is a very easy concept. Just remember, sine of the angle over the opposite side equals sine of beta over the opposite side equals sine of gamma over the opposite side. It's that simple. Okay? If you have any questions or concerns, please email me or let me know.